All right, guys. We had done these ones earlier. You have access to those. I'll put those in the thing. Let's see. That's 9. That's 11. That's 13. So let's do 15. Let's do 15. Let's see. Y equals, go a little thinner than that. Okay, x plus 9 squared. What this really means, and this just means that we're going to do, the two things we're multiplying by are x plus 9 and x plus 9. So there really is only one number that sets this to 0. And the number is -9. Because if -9 makes this guy 0, it makes that guy 0. So there's only one number that makes this 0. So -9, 0. What happens? So that's right there. Okay, we're actually already done. The reason why is because this thing, when it only hits once, that means that's the middle. That is the middle. That is the axis of symmetry because there's only one point that hits this. So what does that mean? That just happens to be where the point comes down and hits the graph. That's all that means. So when there's only one number that does it, it means it comes down and touches the x-axis perfectly just once. So the axis of symmetry is x equals -9, and this number is the vertex. -9, 0 is the vertex. Okay, next one. Let's see, that was number, what the heck number was that, 15? So let's do 17. 17. Okay, let's see. Y equals -1/5 x minus 10 squared. Okay, so what this means really is that we've got y equals -1/5 times x minus 10 times x minus 10 because it's to the second power. Okay, so again, for this one, there's only one number that is going to make these set to 0. 10. 10 is the only number that if I plug in 10, it makes this 0, it makes that 0. So when I multiply all these things, it's just going to equal 0. So 10 is the only number, 10, 0. 10, is that right here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, it's actually right there. Okay. 10 is the only number. All right, when I only have one number, that means that is the middle. There isn't a second blue dot, which means that is the middle. Okay, something else I see. I see this, we're going to make the whole thing negative, so it's going to turn upside down, and it's 1/5, so it's going to be kind of fat. It's not growing very fast. So we're going to go maybe like that. And we're done. So that is the vertex. The axis of symmetry is x equals 10. That's the green line. That's where it's symmetrical. And because this is negative over here, the whole thing turns upside down. Okay, let's see. Number 19. Number 19. Y equals x squared minus 6x plus 9. Okay, so there's a way I know how to do this. Here, let's do this. Okay, to find the axis of symmetry, we do -b, so -6 is +6 over 2 of those, over 2. So the axis of symmetry is at x equals 3. Okay, x equals 3. That's where the axis of symmetry is. Okay, so if we plug in 3, where is the vertex? Let's see. 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 9. 9 minus 18 plus 9. That is 0. 3, 0. That's where it's at. Okay, so that is the only spot that it's going to be. So here we go. So it's going to go just a normal graph. It's going to open up because x squared is positive. So it's positive, so it's going to go open up, and there we go. Now, once we get good at factoring, we're going to look at this equation and say, oh, I can factor this to y equals x minus 3 times x minus 3. We're going to get into doing that soon. So look at this. This means that only 3 is going to be the number that makes this 0, and that's why there's only one spot where this thing hits the 0. All right, 21. Let's see. Y equals 12. 12 x squared minus 48. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a 12 out of both of these things. We're going to say that this is y equals 12 times x squared minus 4. Do you guys, should I teach you? Yeah, okay. This is y equals 12 times x plus 2 times x minus 2. Okay, we have to get better at being able to turn these guys into these, but don't worry about it right now. So that's what this equation actually is. 12 times x plus 2 times x minus 2. Okay, so negative 2 makes that 0, so we have negative 2, 0. Positive 2 makes that 0. So negative 2, 0, positive 2, 0. The axis must be right here, right down the middle. So the axis is going to be perfectly down the middle at x equals 0. So if I plug in 0, let's see, this will be 12 times 2 times negative 2. That's 24 times negative 2 is negative 48. So it'd be way down here at 0, negative 48. Way down there at like 0, negative 48. And there it is. And finally, 23. Okay, 23. Y equals 8x squared minus 16x minus 10. Okay, there's a bunch of ways we can do this. Let's just go ahead and do this the way we know. Let's go negative b, which is 16, over 2a's, over 2 8's, which is 16. The axis of symmetry is at x equals 1. Okay, so let's plug in 1. 8 times 1 squared minus 16 times 1 minus 10. This is 8 minus 16 minus 10. This is negative 8 minus 10, which is negative 18. Okay, so at 1, negative 18 is where this thing be all the way down here. That's a terrible graph. Okay, so what this is showing me is that there's another way to do this. 2 times 4x squared minus 8x minus 5. Okay, I know where we need to go after this. Okay, so some of these were going to be tough to do. There's a skill we need to get good at, so we're gonna work on that tomorrow. But other than that, hopefully you kind of got, at least in these guys, why negative 9 works, why positive 9 works. We put those in, or sorry, negative 9, negative 9. We'll work on these tomorrow. Okay, bye.